Hi. Hello everyone. Welcome back to 26 Media Graphic Training, Graphic Design Practical Training. This is Mark again. So in today's class we'll be doing this business card. This is what we'll be doing for today's class. As you can see, we have the logo here, a shape here, some books down here, the person's details here, and the contact details here. Yeah, so alright, so in today's class this is what we'll be doing, this business card. And there are two things that we're gonna need. I'm gonna give you this business card as it is done so it can guide you, and we're also gonna go to the program. This book I gave you, I guess all of you guys have, and we're gonna go to page number 5. Under the page number 5 here where the sizes are, we're gonna take down this one, the business card size. All other sizes are here, but the most important thing we need for today is this. Okay, going back into InDesign.
Here's my InDesign. You know that I came here, create. I guess everybody already know how to create a file. We go to create, and then a new window should pop up where we're gonna do all the settings and all that. I'm gonna quickly show you how you can do the settings for the business card. It's different than the magazine, but the difference is very little. It's just the size, and other than that we are good to go. Okay, so this is how it should look like. This is my setting for the business card. So make sure yours looks exactly like mine looks. I'm gonna go through it with you quickly. The first thing we do is we change the name. This is Untitled 2, which is going to be my first business card or construction and magazine business card, or whatever the company is you are designing for. In this case I'm gonna say my first business card. I'll just say BC, that stands for business card. The width is gonna be 85, the height is gonna be 50. One page is okay for me. Make sure there is no facing page. Not tick this one, because for business card we don't need them to face each other. Make sure it's unticked. And then the column is 1, the margin is 3, the bleed is 3. The margin is the space within, and the bleed is the extra space we add to the artwork, so it's professional. This is all you do, and then you can say create. You can pause to check them properly. I'm just gonna go ahead. Right, and there it's opened. You should have something like this. And if I go under the pages, I can always click here to add more pages if you need. I have 3 now, I can add again, or you can select and delete them. I can delete again this one. So I'm gonna double click on the first one, and here's where I'm going to put my designs. And here we are. So I'm gonna go back to my business card. Here it is. Let me quickly open for you. The business card looks like this, and remember we're going to use this folder for this artwork, and the folder is under the online program. There is assignment, books, class, softwares, and videos. We're gonna go to the classes. In the classes we have this folder, business card, and here we go. Those are the icons, and this is the logo. The first thing I'm gonna place is the logo, so I'm gonna right away start designing it very quickly and fast, no waste time.
I'm gonna drag my logo in. After I drag it in like this, I leave my mouse, and then after leaving it, I come back to this folder and I minimize this. This is how you place content there. I'm gonna minimize this as well, and you should have something like this. And then if I go back to my business card, so I see how it looks. So the logo is somewhere here, so here's where I'm gonna place the logo as well. So let me minimize it and place the logo somewhere here. So I'm dragging like this from here up to here, from here up to here. I drag my logo like this, and I can move it a little bit up. That is perfect for me. The second thing I'm going to do is I am going to put a bar here. So for that, I'm going to use a rectangle tool, which is the tool we're going to learn today. Today we're going to do a rectangle tool and placing pictures. So I'm going to quickly drag my rectangle like this. I'll make sure it's over the bleed, which is the red line. I'm going to reduce the stroke here. This is the stroke. The stroke is 0. And the color inside is going to be red, which is this one. And then I go back to selection tool here, and there it goes. Let me compare and see how it looks. So here's my business card. I already have the picture here and the red line here, so I have to put this other red line there as well, the gray one. So I go to rectangle tool again, and then I can add the gray line here, and then I can reduce the stroke as well here, and I can use a gray. I don't have gray, so I'm gonna use black for now. Let me use the black one. I go back to selection tool, and then it is, and then I select my logo. I make it a little bit bigger. Holding Control and Shift, I can increase the size of my logo, something like this, and I can move it a little bit up. So a quick tip I have for you, I'm gonna align this somewhere here. Make sure your logo image, the text you put on your artwork, doesn't touch this line. Not the shapes. The shape is okay, but the logo and the important information like contact details and all that, you must make sure it's within this line here. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna add is my name. I'm gonna go to type tool, and I'm gonna create my text. So make sure the type tool is on, and then I create my text box here, and then in there I'm gonna put my name, Mark, and under I'm gonna put my title, which is designer, and then I'm going to highlight the first one. I think the first one I'll leave it as it is, make it red as well, just to merge a little bit. Like this, and I'm gonna maybe make this font 10. It looks fine. So you don't need to do this what I'm doing. This is the font size. For the title you can use 10, font number 8 to 10. For the name, you can use font number 10 to 12. That is depending on the type of the font you are using. But if you use a font that merge or that goes around this size, is going to be perfect. Not too big, not too small. This is a small basic rules we normally use. I think I'm gonna use 11 for this because it looks too big. Okay, this is perfect. Let me reduce it a little bit here, this one a little bit here,
so that it doesn't take much space. Let me move this one down using my arrow keys from the key. I'm gonna put to use the line tool.
So this is the only thing line tool does. It puts line. So I'm gonna drag. If you want to a straight line, you hold shift from your keyboard while drawing the line. So I'm gonna go and check how it's coming. I have my title there, my name is there. I actually shift, but it doesn't matter as long as you understand the concept. I have my line here, and then I'm gonna put my icons and the rest of the details. I don't have those images, so you can ignore this for now. So let's go and place our icons. So I'm gonna go to my folders. I'm gonna place the black icons. First I'm gonna take the icon into InDesign. I'm gonna minimize this one again. I'm gonna place it here, somewhere there. Perfect. Let me zoom in, and then from here, to zoom in, you hold Alt and you scroll up and down using your mouse. So I'm gonna hold Alt from my keyboard. If you see, when I'm here, this is how my cursor looks like. Check my mouse. My cursor looks like this. When I come over, you can see a little square dot under my cursor. If I select it, I can hold Alt and there will be two. It's called twinning, or copying and pasting, or duplicating, and I'm gonna drag it down. As I'm dragging down, if I hold Alt Shift from my keyboard without, I'm holding Alt still, and then I'm gonna hold Shift so it goes in the same direction, and then I'm gonna leave this one here, and then I am gonna copy again. In this case, this time I'm gonna copy both of them like this, and I have my 4 icons, and I'm gonna quickly show you 3 ways or 2 ways or a different way of placing your images. Right now all of them are font, so if I go back to my folder, what I can do is I can literally just drag the icon top of the place where I want them to be. So the next one is, the first one is font, the next one should be email. So let me drag the email icon in. If I leave it on top there, it automatically replaces. And the next one should be house address. So I'm gonna drag this one in and it will automatically replace. And then the last one is the website. I'm gonna drag the website on it and it will automatically replace as well. So there is our icons. The thing I'm going to do is to put the details for them. Create the details for the first one. It's going to be like this. So here the font for this one, before I type, I'm gonna reduce the font. It should be at least 6 or 7. I'm gonna use 7 for this one. My cell phone number is +264 8166 82855. That is the cell phone number. And let me reduce this one a little bit like this and move it a bit down. So let me duplicate this as well. You already know, hold Alt and Shift and then drag them down like this. I can hold Alt again, move them down again, holding Shift to make sure it comes straight. The same thing to the last one. Now my email address is mj@26medias.com. is 26 Van Range
street. I'll abbreviate street because it's a little bit too long. Dot window quest. Let me just leave as window. You can always, and then the website is www.26medias.com. The detail here.
The size for the details should 6 to 8. This is the size for the details, the font size. And there you have my business card is done. And then if I want to preview W, if I click W, it deletes all the lines so I can see how it looks. Let me highlight all and then maybe move a little bit down because it's too far, it's too much up. And maybe I can also highlight. Okay, I think the spacing is fine. I think I'm happy with that, the way it looks. If you want to add any other thing you want, you're more than welcome to do so. And our video is in 16 minutes now. I guess it's gonna be a 20 minutes video. And if you wanna deeply preview, go to advanced preview, which is Shift W, and this is how it looks. It takes long because the things comes in high quality, so it's still processing, but this is how it looks. And then from here you can change the font type if you want, the sizes and all those things. You can move things around, but this is basically what we're doing. So thank you very much for being part of this, and I'll see you next time. Let me get out and save this. I'm gonna save this to, you can choose where you want to save. You can go to file and save, or you can simply just say Control F. I'm gonna save it anyway it is. I'm just gonna save anywhere, but you can choose where you want to save. Yeah, so this is all for today's class. Before you go, I wanted to quickly show you. I should have actually shown you this before we started, but I think in the previous class we did a little bit of that. I wanted to show you a few ways of how you can place pictures in your artwork, and at the same time show you how to use a rectangle tool. This is a rectangle tool. It's normally used to make square. If I select rectangle, I can choose the color which I want my rectangle to look like. In this case, I'm gonna choose yellow, and then I can start putting my rectangles like this. Any kind of shape I want, if it's square, straight, or up and down. And if I right click on my rectangle tool, if I right click on it, it gives me different options. There is ellipse, which allows me to create circle, and I can still change the color. And then after that, I also have the Polygon tool, and then I can create my polygons.